on those shades and wave to yesterday. The sunlight hurts my eyes. Put on those shades and wave to yesterday. The sunlight hurts my eyes.
What's up YouTube? Now we got my grz14 fuse. It's pretty rusty, as you could say. So we're gonna try and loosen it all up by putting it in a fire. So I'm gonna go and put it in the fire now, which is very hot, as you can see. I'm going to move it about. Put it up with a log. Now I'm going to leave it in there for an hour or two so it can hopefully heat up to nearly 800 degrees, and then we're going to take it out and then we're going to try and get it apart. So keep a lookout. What's up YouTube? Now today I've got my grz14 fuse. This is a German fuse and it's quite an odd shape. It's unique. It only has one brass ring, including the whole works of brass, but has been covered in steel. I'm going to start with the bottom because it's loose and doesn't fit in because of the bad corrosion. That's because this bit has been made out of steel. Now the steel has been rusted and corroded, and now as a result of 100 years in the ground no longer fits or screws in. So that's a bit of bad engineering there, but this is because of materials becoming short by the end of the war, so you can't really blame the Germans for using this material. Inside you can see the detonation cartridge in there. Now that is completely rusted in, which is also made out of steel, and I cannot get that out. And then you'd see the steel remainders of the cup that would go along the bottom of this, because it would have had a steel cup that's pretty thin, and it would have gone down, and then that would have gone inside the shell and set it off. And yeah. And then we have the top, which is made out of steel, and as you can see, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a huge crack running across there and one coming sideways. So this has obviously hit the ground at high force and crack the metal. Now in the process of doing that, if you can see in there, it's ripped the threads clean out, so it wouldn't screw back on. It just slots on and off, and as a result the brass threads there, they're just gone. And it even dislodged the two screws in there, so they're not even circle. It runs off the edge of the hoop and would never come undone again. It also shows that it's hit hard because of the huge crack going down there. And there's the lot number of 1039, and it is damaged there slightly, which is expected. That one is also damaged, but it's still present. There have been codes on the bottom ring, but they're no longer readable. And the threads have been ripped off the sides. Now the ventilation holes, which are quite nicely intact, although bunged up with the famous French mud. They would have let the gases escape from the centre of the fuse to stop it from essentially exploding. And then this one would have had a pull pin, I believe, that would have been put in there, so it would have been similar to a grenade style. You pull the pin out, put it in the gun and then fire it out, and then that's how it would have worked. But due to corrosion, it's not in the best condition, but it's in a condition and most of the parts are there, and it is difficult to get the lid back on. But other than that, it's a good fuse. Now I was expecting to have another fuse today coming, which I was going to show you, but it appears that it's got lost in the postage, and I'm waiting for the person that sold me this to do something about it or whatever he's going to do. But in the meantime, found out that the unusual fuse that I've been searching for information for quite a while, with these strange Arabic symbols and very odd looking numbers, is actually a Turkish fuse from a Middle Eastern war. I'm still researching the war that this would have been fired on, but I know it's Turkish and it's Middle Eastern, and it's in pretty nice condition. And then again in the background we've just got my 37mm French shells, which are quite nice. I really do like these. They're a good thing to have in the collection, and they both come out and the steel top comes out of the brass case. So that's pretty much it for the video today, and keep a lookout for next week's video, as I'll probably find something pretty good to put in there again.